954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesianicristo.
Pacific to Atlantic, anytime and wherever you are. Join us.
You are watching, listening, and streaming on INCRadio.
Watching, listening, and streaming on INCRadio. INCRadio Canada. Join us. Join us, join us, join us. INCRadio Canada. Join us.
Good afternoon and good evening sa inyo po lahat na nanonood, nakikinig at nag-i-stream po ng INCRadio Canada. Ako po si kapatid na JC Yumul po from the District of Calgary, Canada, and samahan niyo po kami sa isang oras, 1 hour of kwentuhan, kulitan at sharing of our own personal experience po for our topic today. And yes po, here in Calgary, Canada po medyo mainit, kanina po ay nag-i-snow, pero po it's all good po right now. So let me introduce you to the host po that will going to join us on our show today. Let's start po from the taas of Calgary. Ate Jonah, hello po.
Hello, Kuya JC. Hello to everyone. Sister Jonah Lopez po from Eastwood District of Edmonton. And like para sa inyo, Kuya JC, dito na nag-snow a little bit. And then all clear ngayon. It's 4 degrees Celsius here in Edmonton. A quick greeting to our district minister, Rolando Gaviola. Ate Oz is there in our live chat as well. Hello, Ate Oz. And of course, our district staff, our CFO overseer or Christian Family Organization overseer, Brian Takneng, and our district multimedia advisor, Rommel Cruz, and dagdag ko na rin ang aming resident minister, Eugene Agustin. Punta naman tayo sa bandang gitna ng Canada. Let's go to Quebec.
Thank you po, Ate Jonah. Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning to all our viewers and listeners again for INCRadio Canada. I'm one of your hosts here in the heart of Canada in the district of Manitoba. My name is Brother Bexley Yutok. And of course, here it's gotten a lot warmer. Again, because of the snow that's happening in Calgary or in Alberta, just stayed there. It got hotter here, so we're now in plus 12. So we're actually having beautiful weather. It's nice and sunny, so sana it'll continue on to get a lot hotter here. So I just want a quick shout out as well to our district supervising minister, Brother Roland W. Andrade, as well as our assistant district minister, Brother Rodrigo Malaca Jr., our CFO and our DMM advisor, as well, Brother Ivan Pascual. And of course, we'll go a little bit to the east side to see how the weather is and the temperature there in Greater Toronto. Kuya Homer.
Ayan, maraming salamat, Kuya Bex. Thank you, Ka JC. Thank you, Ka Jonah. Kuya Homer naman po from Toronto. Kung kila Ka Bex is plus 12, dito naman po medyo lumamig ng konti. Plus 10, pero it's sunny. Still, if you're outside, wear a jacket. And if you're inside, enjoy listening to INCRadio. A quick greeting to our district minister, Brother Raul Adalia, our assistant district minister, Brother Isidro Dina, our Christian Family Organization overseer, Brother Clark Aquino, our multimedia advisor, Brother Danfil Sereno, ang aming resident worker, Brother King Lorman Rolye, at sa lahat po ng mga kapatid sa Greater Toronto, magandang gabi po. Please enjoy our topic discussion for tonight. Ibabalik ko naman po balik sa kay KJC.
Yes po, of course. Ako rin pala forgot to. Just want to share some greetings po to our district, beloved district minister, Brother Bolter Misin, our assistant district minister, Brother Elisar Yarsha, and our DMM advisor, nababulol ako. Our DMM advisor, Brother Johnny Adalia, and our CFO po, of course, Brother Dale Vargas. And ayun nga po, in our district, and our resident minister pala, of course, Brother Hermie Bunag. Ayan po, yun nga ang pinag-usapan muna natin, weather. Last week, here in Alberta, talaga, hindi sa Alberta, sa Calgary lang yata eh. Like, we have snow, as in snow. Tapos nakita ko, I was watching the news one morning. Pagtingin ko, sabi ko yan, dyan sa Saskatchewan, it's like, oh, like 9 or 10 degrees. Tapos kami is like -2, -4 and snowing. Sabi ko, tapos pagtingin ko sa, I think sa Manitoba, it's also sunny. Tama ba, Kuya Bexley? Tapos lalo na sa Toronto.
Tama.
Kaya ako,
Oo.
ang ine-expect ko, ganun din sana sa Edmonton. Pero hindi, hindi ganun katindi ang snow sa Edmonton. So parang kami lang yung nilaglagan ng snow. Pero yun nga, at least ngayon, I think it's sunny right now. We are running around 9 degrees, nalulusaw na yung snow. So hopefully, mag-continue na and we could able to have a warm weather and we could able to start yung spring. Tama ba? Spring, di ba? Spring na. Pero
Tama.
let's a quick pause muna for our topic for today. Ang topic natin for today is di ba sa isang family, there's always like being the eldest. Ikaw yung pinaka-kuya, ikaw yung pinaka-ate. If you are just the only son, ikaw ang kuya, ikaw ang ate, ikaw ang kuya or ate, ikaw ang middle, ikaw ang bunso. Pero for family na, alam ko meron dito isa sa atin na talagang malaki sila, huge family, we could able to gather some thoughts about that. Kami naman, medyo malaki, pero mas malaki yata sila. And I know meron din isa sa atin dito, talaga siyang kuya. So ano tayo, we have different perspectives, different siguro different answers which will going to give us some insights kung ano ba talaga yung ano ba yung feeling ng pagiging panganay, ano bang feeling ng if you're the second of the sibling, ano feeling mo towards your kuya or your ate, and ano yung feeling ng kuya towards sa mga kapatid niya. So siguro let's start na. I will probably have a quick start on the topic. I will start with telling I am the eldest. Ako po ang pinaka-kuya sa amin. We are family of 5. There are 4 boys and they really want a girl. So nagkaroon kami ng 5. So sa 5 namin, ang age gap namin would be not that much aside from the last 2. So in the first 3, like 2 to 3 years ang gap namin. And the last 2 is like parang 5 or 6 years yung gap from the 3rd to the 4th and to the 5th. Ang hirap i-explain. Pero yun yung sa amin. How about you, Ate Jonah? Sa inyo? Ano ang ninyo? Like, sa family?
I come from a huge family. We're 13 in the family. I'm the 10th. And ang maganda, there's only 4 girls, tapos 9 brothers, but the girls are in between. So the eldest is a girl. There's 4 boys, a girl, 3 boys, me, 2 boys, and then girl. So if you notice, girl 4, girl 3, girl 2, girl. Yun yung ayos namin sa family. So I'm the 10th. So malaking family. So yeah. But it's nice. It's nice to have a huge big family.
Talagang ano siya eh. Actually, I came from 5. Pero yung 5, sabi ko, within pa, may 13 pa pala.
13, yes.
13. Pero masaya usually yun eh. Let's go, punta naman tayo sa gitna. Yung lagi sinasabi ni LJ, hi Ate LJ, lagi sinasabi niya heart of God. Sabi ko hindi. Kuya Bexley, ikaw, sa family, share us, kung paano.
Sa family, I'm actually the only child, so I'm considered the eldest and the youngest, and in the middle as well. So or gitna. So yes, I'm only a family of 1. Pero naging kuya din ako kahit papano at church and everything, right? Even friends, naging kuya talaga ako kasi majority of my friends are normally a lot younger than me. Pero palagi ang kuya. So, yes, I can definitely relate sa mga topic na natin na yun, sa mga experience, di ba?
Okay. Okay. Kuya Homer, how about you? I met all of your brothers there.
Sa totoo lang, kasama mo yata ang kapatid kong bunso, si Michael.
Diba? So,
Kami naman, 2 years gap each. Wag magagalit yung mga kapatid ko, pero 76, 78, and 80. Ayan, alam na ang aming mga edad. Pero yun nga, dahil tatlong lalaki kami, medyo misbehave ng konti at alam mo naman pag nagkasama-sama tatlong lalaki. Compared to Ka Jonah, di ba? Marami sila pero there's a variety. So for sure may somewhat of disciplinary ano yan isa sa kanila. Pero pero kami actually my wife too is a panganay. So yeah.
siguro ito yung question ko. I will start the question siguro. Tayo, magbatuhan na lang din tayo ng question for this one. How is the factor yung maliit lang yung age gap being the eldest? Di ba, 2 years ang gap ninyong and being you the eldest, 2 years ka from Kuya Denny. Ano yung, is that a big factor? Is that ano yung parang situation?
It is. I think it's a factor too when it comes to agreements and disagreements. Not so much as when I say disagreements, hindi naman yung masyadong malala. When I say that, so between me and my bunso brother, kami yan talagang magka-close. He really looks up to me, si Michael, like kuya. Pero silang dalawa ni Denny, medyo mas malapit ang edad, hindi sila masyado mag-agree ng konti. Pero yun nga, nakatulong siguro na malaki yung age gap namin. Kaya whatever I say, palaging si Michael ang unang nagre-respect. Si Denny naman, he's good too, he's respectful as well. Pero yun nga, bagamat kami ang mas malapit na ang magkaedad, between me and Michael, kami medyo hindi magkasundo ng konti ni Denny. Pero yun nga. I think somewhat of a psychological factor yung age gap. I don't know, does everyone on the panel agree with me?
Actually, share ko lang din. So, ganun din ako. May yung second sa amin, like 2 years, 83 and 85. Talagang revealan na ng mga edad. 83 and 85. Pero one thing that I noticed, when we grow up, like tumanda na kami, like right now, nag-iba na yung bonding, like mas naslago ng talagang closeness, magkakasundo na. Siguro it comes with time na rin. Kasi yun nga, pag magkikita-kita, much more kayo nakikita-kita na magkakalayo, but then you were able to adjust sa ganung situation, and mamimiss mo na yung iba, especially like for me, I'm not there. So, dumarating ka talaga sa point. Ikaw, Ate Jonah, sa 13 mong kapatid, ang dami. On the third,
Actually, you know what? No, like what you said, probably because we've grown up already and matured. Yung uwi ko sa Pilipinas, just last January, it's been 10 years the last time I went home. It's different. Like you said, the bonding is stronger. Kasi na-miss mo yung like spending time with family. Yung parang sabi ni Kuya Homer, may mga na hindi kayo magkasundo, ganyan. But at the end of the day, iba ang bonding ng magkapatid. Andun pa rin yung talagang mamimiss nyo yung isa't isa. And I was blessed to be able to spend time with family. They actually gave me an early birthday party. Surprised talaga ako kasi there's more than 50 of them that came. Doon sa mga nasa Pilipinas, I think there's only 3 that couldn't make it. But then everyone showed up. Nagulat ako, like, sobrang nakakamiss. Iba pa rin yung bonding ng your family in blood. Although lagi natin sinasabi, di ba, sa radio, you meet family that are members of the Church of Christ anywhere you go. When you visit a locale or a district, you feel like there's, the extended family. But the blood family, it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter how old you get. I think, Kuya JC, the older we get, the closer we become. Yung whatever differences you have when you were younger, nawawala yun. And then you just want to spend time with everyone. Kaya if you do have, your family still, oh, please, like, yeah, spend quality time with everyone. Kasi mami-miss niyo yun. Like kami, ang layo namin, hindi tayo basta makauwi sa Pilipinas, right? So, yeah.
I know. Ikaw, siguro ayun nga talaga Kuya Bexley, how is it being the eldest, the youngest, and the middle one?
Um, I get the best of all worlds, diba? Because as I mentioned earlier, when it comes to having friends that are actually younger than me, yes, there's going to be a bit of an age gap, but at the same time, there's also going to be generation gaps, diba? So it's a matter of adjustment. Being that I'm the eldest, of course, being you should be a lot more responsible, being the one that's more mature. You want to be able to adjust din sa mga ano tawag, kahit kanino yung mga kahit hindi talagang blood siblings or even kapatid sa iglesia. We want to be able to adjust, right? And what they call pakisama, di ba? So that's how I would base myself as being the eldest, and even till now, even being from being single to being married, still being kuya. I'm still being looked up as a kuya and as a role model for the younger generation that's growing up.
Oo nga. Pero Kuya Bexley, eto, question lang. Along your friends or peers na much bata sa'yo or yun nga, yung mga ano natin na nakakasalamuha mo, do you tend to act more of a kuya to them since you're the only kid or only son? Or do you tend to act like the bunso or the young one?
Well, as I mentioned, kuya, it's just a matter of adjusting, di ba? We want to be able to adjust because there's going to be that generation gap. I mean, it could be from 5 years, 10 years, even 15 years that are younger than me. But being able to adjust, but at the same time, you still have that maturity to be mature at times. But syempre, I'm also young at heart. I always want to adjust to being the bunso, to being the baby, right? But at the same time, it doesn't mix with the younger generation. They find it awkward, the man. They're always going to say, "You don't not our age. You're more kuya to us than anything, right?" But again, it's just again morally to be in relation with them to be able to understand them more than mas. So you always want to try to adjust. Yun ang ano tawag ko sa mga younger generations sa akin. To adjust. Yun ang ano tawag doon.
So you're like, ano ka? I'm the kuya now, ha?
Tama ka.
No, kasi di ba, there is a parang, I'm not 100% sure, correct me if I'm wrong, Kuya Bexley, pero since ikaw lang, you don't tend to, kasi yung mostly yung may mga siblings, they tend to, yung hindi naman nag-aaway sila ng bata, like, oh, this is my toy, because I could see them to my kids, nag-aaway sila sa toy. Ikaw, wala kang kaaway sa toy, it's just me, I have my toy. So,
Well,
after that, paano ka when you deal with the others naman?
well, again, even if it's not blood, like I said, blood related, di ba?
Uh-huh.
When it comes to having friends that are, younger or even same age, when it comes to, playing with toys and all that, di ba? It's um there are going to be arguments. There's going to be times where we will have misunderstandings, di ba? So again, just the adjustment is being the older one. I tend to be more mature in that sense. Is I have to take the initiative sometimes to step up if it gets out of hand. Yun ang natawag ko doon.
You adjust.
Yun ang palagi adjust talaga.
Ayan. Okay po. So everyone listening, before we continue for all of the questions, we have so many questions pa po and so many things that we want to share to you. We would like to ask everyone to give time for one of our dear brother who will going to share us his voice and going to sing into our new home.
been foretold, it has been prophesied, that in these last days there will be great hardships and strife. Let not our hearts be troubled nor afraid, for we are the generation of light. True to his promises, our Father above constantly blesses his children with his infinite love. Let not our hearts be worried nor dismayed, instead have a wavering faith. And when you heaven and earth will dwell evermore in the presence of God,
You are listening to Iglesianicristo Radio, the voice of truth.
Maintaining your vehicle will save you money. Thinking that you're saving money by putting off a car service is a big mistake. There are so many benefits of regularly maintaining your car. Let's find this out here in INCRadio New Zealand Satellite Studio this Sunday, April 7, 2024, 6 o'clock p.m. New Zealand Standard Time, 2 o'clock p.m. Philippine Time. See you then!
My go-to cheap healthy snack is popcorn with taco seasoning.
My go-to cheap yet healthy snack is a bar of baked oat slice. They're good for fiber.
My go-to cheap yet healthy snack is a can of tuna drenched in olive oil with a bit of salt on top.
Join us as we celebrate the flavorful world of food. Tune in to the upcoming episode of INCRadio Australia, Ulam Grand Slam, this April 7th at 3 p.m. Philippine Time and 5 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time as we delve into everyone's favorite snacks, go-to dishes, and culinary delights.
Now that spring is here, how do you decide which clothes to wear? Tune in to our episode this Sunday, April 7, as we talk about fashion in spring. Join our discussion from 11 a.m. to 12 noon, Philippine Standard Time. Only at INCRadio Hong Kong Satellite Studio. Your Sunday lunch date.
tayo from INC Radio here in Canada. And yes po, so right now po, here, nabigla ako sa pagbalik natin. But anyway po mga kapatid. So let's continue the discussion po after some more questions siguro that we would like to ask. Being the eldest or the kuya, uh, what are the challenges being a kuya? Siguro ako I'll share the challenges. One thing kasi that I learned, or not learned, pero one thing that I noticed is being the eldest, they will use you like the barometer. Ba't si kuya ganito? Ba't si kuya ganyan? So you try to do good all the time. Parang there's no parang ayaw mo magkamali kasi lagi ka nakikita, and that's one thing that you try to do or all the time. It's like you try to do the best all the time. Pero yun nga, pag tumatagal na, hindi na naman din nagiging ganun kasi nagkakaroon na rin ng identity yung mga kapatid mo eh. Pero yun yung naaalala ko before. Like, si kuya ganito, si kuya ganyan. So, that's one thing that we try to, uh, something that I always remember and naaalala ko na ganun. Kinakailangan ay maging, always do good all the time. Ikaw, Kuya Homer, being the eldest sa inyo, what are the challenges na naalala mo when you were growing up as the eldest?
Challenges and learning experiences, I think, for me. Kasi as a panganay, parang naka-ingrain na yan sa buto natin eh, as panganay, na parang responsable ako sa mga brothers ko. Growing up, yun nga, parang ikaw yung magiging automatic na parang ikaw yung protector nila. So any issues in school, concerns, pupuntahan ka nila or dapat alam mo. And your parents too when you go home, right? Oh, kamusta yung mga kapatid mo? Na subaybayan mo ba? Pag-uwi niyo ganon. At siyempre kailangan may handa kang sagot dyan. Bakit ikaw lang umuwi ng maaga ngayon? Nasaan si ganito ganon? Si ganito ganon. Si Denny or si Michael, right? Diyan pa yung factor na yung si Bunso, siyempre expected na ano yan, yung actually sa family namin, usually kasi generally yung bunso ang mas malapit sa parents kasi bunso eh. Pero sa amin si Denny ang pinakamalapit sa parents namin. Pero despite the fact na yun nga, being the eldest nga, kagaya ng sinabi ko nung una, naka-ingrain na yan eh. Kaya parang natural na nasa isip mo na responsible ka sa mga siblings mo with regard to their well-being. Sa school, lalo na pare-pareho kami ng school, di ba? Did I answer that correctly? Paano sa inyo?
Yeah, no. That's kasi nga, minsan makikita mo isang factor yan is yung age gap eh. If hindi ganun kalaki yung age gap, talaga minsan makikita mo rin yung parang maraming adjustments. Kasi like, yung age gap, makikita kayo parang malaki na kayo. Yung parang kung magkakaisip ka is, masyado ko pang bata, lumabas na yung isa, parang nasa isip mo like, hindi ko siya naalagaan, hindi ko na Kasi sa amin, sa ako, personal thing to share lang, yung second, hindi ko siya yung parang nakarga or something kasi 2 years old pa lang ako eh. Pero yung third, fourth, and fifth, talagang I changed diaper. Ewan ko sa inyo kung nakaranas kayo, yung diaper na talagang diaper na lampin na sinasampay pa. Tapos yung way na kinakailangan pang iikot, ibalik na gano'n, tapos gagano'n, tapos merong clip lang na gagamitin. So naalala ko yung time na gano'n. So naalala ko nung ginagawa ko doon. Tapos yung fourth and fifth yata naka-diaper na talaga. So yeah, ano rin talaga siya. There's challenges, there's factors, pero nga in the end, it's like, matatawa ka na lang kung ano yung mga pinagdaanan nyo. Yung mga simpleng bagay na naalala ko, nag-away kami ng pangalawa dahil sa Holland. yung marbles. Yung mga ganun ba. Ikaw, Ate Jonah, anong challenges na nakita mo yung sa panganay mo when you're growing up?
I think the one thing I've seen sa panganay namin, babae yung panganay eh. Iba yung pagiging caring ng panganay. Bukod sa they have, parang sabi nyo kanina, di ba? They have to set as a good example, yung role model, nandun sa panganay, dun sa eldest. And then, sila yung they stand as the second parents. Pag wala yung mga magulang sa bahay, di ba sila yung mag-aasikaso, they will make sure everything is in order. Sa amin, because we're such a big family, there's 13 of us, kaya parang batch by batch, may kanya-kanyang ate, kuya. So, like, yung kami, like the half of the siblings, meron kaming ito yung pinaka-ate kuya namin, and then the other half doon sa panganay. Kaya medyo iba. The only one thing na hindi ko makakalimutan sa amin, because of we're such a big family, to encourage us to go to school, to finish school, kasi hanggat nag-aaral ka, we have our turns to wash the dishes. Can you just imagine washing dishes ng 13 siblings? So it's like a pile of plates, glasses, cups, lahat. So ang ano namin is, while you're still in school, you have to do that. You-graduate ka lang doon pag gumraduate ka. Okay. So that's kind of like, ang ano namin, we have to do this. But then at the same time, it encourages us to go to school. Kasi you don't want to keep doing that. You don't want to keep washing the dishes. Because it's hard being in a family like that big. You want to stop doing that. So, yun. Pero masaya pa rin.
Ini-imagine ko naman, kawawa naman yung maglalaba sa 13 na ano.
No, sa paglalaban naman, no, it's a different story kasi may naglalaban naman. So hindi naman ano. But then now that I'm talking about this, nakaka-miss Kuya JC, like to be able to be in one big house na nandun kayo lahat. It's a one thing na I think wala sa abroad. We can't do that here. Sa Pilipinas, pwede. Magkakasama kayo sa isang bahay, di ba? Nandoon lahat. Ultimo, pinsan, mga pamangkin, nandoon lahat sa isang bahay. That's how we grew up. Ma'am, ano ko lang, Ate Care, my bestie is in our YouTube. She said, Kuya Dave and I are the eldest. Always have to set good example, always taking care of the younger siblings and even taking the blame when they get hurt or in trouble. Nako, yan talaga. Yung mga ate, kuya, right?
Hindi na napansin ko. Actually ako, pag tinitingnan ko, yung eldest ko, siyang napapagalitan pag nasasaktan yung pangalawa.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hindi mo na kapatid mo. Ganun ako. So, totoo yun. Talagang you take the blame if you're the eldest. You take the responsibility. Siguro it's more of you're the responsible one.
Mm-hmm.
Pero alam nyo, I think ang isang napansin ko is you rely more sa panganay.
Mm-hmm.
Kaya ikaw, Ate Jonas, yung panganay mo, talaga minsan talagang you lean on them na parang, you need to do what is right to take care of the others.
Mm-hmm.
And minsan nga, sabi nga nila, ako, ito siguro sabihin nila sa akin, if it's true or not, yung firstborn are usually the rule keepers and makers.
I agree. Medyo hindi yata agree si Kajona. Pero in our case, kasi nga, di ba, growing up, especially mga bata, di ba, may kanya-kanya kayong mga likes and dislikes pertaining to, I'm just gonna make it simple, yung mga toys, di ba? Ang being the panganay, pagka every 5 minutes, pwede kayong mag-exchange pag nagsawa ka. Ako yung tinatanong, paano tayo magkakasundo nito kasi gusto ko yan, gusto ko yun, ikaw rin gusto ko yan. So ako yung magbibigay ng every 5 minutes, palit tayo ng hawak na toy. Ganun. Sa inyo naman, Kajona.
Actually, you know what? Hindi, I don't know, I don't remember kasi dahil hindi, there's only 4 girls. Kaya ang nangyayari, kami nung bunso, kami yung close, hindi yung me and then yung kasunod ko kasi lalaki. So yung dalawang younger brothers, sila yung parang magbarkada, kami naman nung bunso. But then I just wanted to share kasi having young adult kids na, like one is 24, one is 22. Sa kanila, the panganay is Kendrick, bunso si Kayla. Hindi ko alam, is it na parang mas, the way I see it, the panganay is so giving doon sa bunso. Always will take sacrifice, will always give the last bite, will always give kung ano man dun sa bunso. Like he will sacrifice everything for the bunso. Yun yung nakikita ko that's how I see them.
I think ganun talaga pag kuya. Or siguro kay Homer na kuya, usually. Pero depende rin eh. Kasi ako, I'm on that situation right now. Nung bata-bata siguro, for me, my personal experience, excuse me, I'm more of like me. Ako lang muna, me myself. Kasi you're growing up, tapos marami kayo, 5 kayo. Tapos you're studying, you're doing this, parang me lang. But then when you tend to, yung naglalakihan na kayo, hindi yung lumalaki yung, lumalaki yung tiyan, but naglalakihan, like growing up, aging up, medyo nagiging kasi you tend to provide. Tapos natutuwa ka na binibigyan mo. Natutuwa ka na nakikita mo nagiging okay sila. So nagiging na rin, there's a urge of responsibility na nakakatuwa na rin. Pero yun nga, meron talagang ganun sigurong factor. Si Angelo is like right now sa sobrang kulit ng second. Talagang I know sometimes he gets so frustrated pag inaano niya yung pangalawa niya, inaalagaan niya. If you're gonna see him like talagang pinapagalitan niya minsan like, Jacob, you need to do this, you need to do that, blah, 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 blah. But then the other one is just like, pasok dito, labas doon, and then he'll gonna do whatever he wants again because that's being
Kuya JC, agree ako kay Ka Jonah eh. Yung mas fond ako kay Michael na bunso namin kaysa kay Denny. Mas, kumbaga nga, pag-iisa na lang yung natitirang hamburger sa lamesa, si Michael lang aalokin ko, hindi si Denny.
Alam mo, sa amin kasi, yung bunso namin, yung babae. Kaya siya yung rin talaga.
Ay, baby talaga. Prinsesa.
But they really want a girl. Kaya nung talagang nung luma siya, talagang siya yung pinaka-baby. Ikaw, Kuya Bexley, di ba, yung mga challenges mo, being the eldest, the youngest, and the middle one, all the same.
The in-between.
The in-between.
Ano yun, yung mga challenges?
Sa tingin mo yung naging challenge mo or growing up na ikaw lang? Alam ko is like, meron talaga if you're just alone. Pero ano pa yung sa tingin mo na parang na-encounter mo when you're on that situation?
Challenges, I guess, really, I guess I can't really say there's any really challenges because there's really nobody to really relate to when it comes to being the youngest, the oldest, and the middle child, diba? I guess just based upon my experience being kuya for the younger generation is, as Ati Jonah mentioned, just like how his kuya or her son Kendrick is very sacrificing when it comes to the younger generation. Ganon din, natututo din ako na magsasacrifice din to the younger generation to adjust to their needs as well, and provide what I can, because you know how yung mga younger generation always say, oh, you're kuya, you pay for everything, right? Because you're kuya, right? You do everything. Parang expectation din sa mga ganon, but at the same time, I'll do what I can to adjust to their needs and sacrifice. Ganon ginagawa din ni Kendrick is to sacrifice for the young ones, especially yung sinasabi ni Kuya Homer, alokin niya yun si Michael kay Kuya Daddy. So at that same time, there's our sacrifices. That's a there's a challenge in that as well, is that to sacrifice your time as well as being the eldest to make them happy. That's basically what the challenges I can face.
Kuya Homer, don't worry. We'll buy hamburger na lang to Kuya Denny. If umabot tayo sa situation that there's only one hamburger, bigyan na lang namin siya. Hindi mo lang naisip hatian eh. Talaga ibibigay yung buong hamburger kay Michael eh.
Kuya Bex, may naisip ako. Ilang kayo magsisiblings?
One.
One, hindi. Si Kuya JC, Kuya JC.
We're 5.
Five. Yung naisip ako, paano kaya yung dadalawa lang sila?
Okay, Ate Jo, si Kendrick and si Kayla.
Yeah, si Kendrick tsaka si Kayla.
Mhm.
You know, the thing with them, they could be the best of friends and the worst enemies. Pero nung nakita ko, habang tumatanda sila, the more yung nagmamature sila, sobra silang close ngayon. As in, yung nakita ko noon na yung parang laging aso't pusa na, laging, nag-aaway. But then kasi, pinalaki namin sila na if one cries, pareho silang madidisiplina. So, kailangan walang iiyak kasi madidisiplina both of them. Hindi madidisiplina yung isa lang or umiyak to, itong isa lang both of them, laging ganon. Kaya nung tumatagal, parang hindi sila pwedeng mag-away kasi pareho silang madidisiplina. So, naging close sila as in even now that si Kendrick kasi nasa Calgary na nakatira, 'di ba? Because of work. So, yung closeness nila, I've seen them super close ngayon, mas lalo. Like yung gustong-gusto ni Kayla to visit Calgary to spend time with Kuya. And then syempre kami rin, So it's
Mas napapagalitan mo ba si Kendrick on that situation?
mas napapagalitan?
Mm.
Actually, if
ano pa lang siya. Kasi parang, yung sa akin, ang situation ko, mas napapagalita ko si Angelo kasi hindi niya inaalaga. Hindi naman, inaalagaan niya, kaya lang hindi niya makontrol si Jacob. Parang dumating.
Mabait si Kuya eh. Masyadong pasensyoso si Kuya.
Talagang
Yeah.
different situations talaga pag lumalaki yung mga kids. Pero isa
Yeah.
na lang doon sa ginawa nila.
Pero ang nakita ko naman kay Dalaga, very independent. Lumalaki siya, mas parang siya nga yung ate. Mas parang siya yung lumalabas sa parang ate. Dahil hindi ko alam if it's because masyadong mapagbigay si Kuya, masyadong pasensyoso. Yeah.
Okay. Siguro let's move on to the next part of our not the topic but our part of the show. Let's talk about CFO activities natin from our district. Kuya Tek? Okay po, as we wrap up here in the District of Calgary po, actually, Ate Jonah muna pala, sorry.
Yes, magkakaroon ng Light of Salvation Appreciation Day and it's happening tomorrow sa chapel ng Wellington. And every Friday, we hold socializing for every department. So last night, I believe, yung isang department, I think it was finance. And then, so every Friday yon nagkakaroon ng socializing, get-together. And ano na rin to, bonding of officers. So, masaya, as in masaya. Last week, we had INC Giving sa nursing home. It's Seniors Appreciation. Sobrang saya kasi they rendered song numbers, yung mga bata, as well as some buklod, may mga soloists, ganyan. And they were well received doon sa nursing home. Sobra silang na-appreciate nung mga the elders, yung mga seniors. Kasi it was a good turnout. Sobra silang appreciative of the effort of the members of the Church of Christ giving time to spend time with them. Kaya we encourage everyone participate in all of the INC giving projects that we have kasi marami pa that are happening in the succeeding weeks. Ayan, Kuya.
Ayan, thank you, Ate Jonah. Just add ko lang here in the District of Calgary po as we talk about INC giving also like last week po some of the brethren from one of our locals was able to donate blood. Kasi talaga sabi na 'di ba they need blood to save people, especially right now. So there's a local of forest sites, if I'm not mistaken, was able to donate blood and able to help out our community through INC giving. Also, moving forward, then this coming summer, we're going to have some sports activity within our local and for the local of Westmount. We will have bowling and also some appreciation also for our firefighter here in the local of Westmount. What you're seeing on the poster right now is a Binhi Forum from the District of British Columbia. That will be on April 5 to 7, 2024. Kuya Homer?
Thank you, Kuya JC. Dito naman sa Greater Toronto, like what Cam Jonah mentioned, I'm just gonna generalize everything. We hold different INC givings. Meron diyang Firefighter Appreciation Day, meron Teachers Appreciation Day. We last week, I believe, our district went to Sault Ste. Marie. That's an 8-hour drive from Greater Toronto. Uh, we held an INC giving there. Also, in our my local congregation, the local congregation of Rexdale, we also did an IC giving and Employee Appreciation Day for a nursing home. Yan po ay patuloy na ginagawa in line with the current campaign of the church administration sa amin pong distrito. Kaya salamat po, Brother Eduardo Limanalo at sa lahat ng mga kapatid ng mga lumahok. Bukas po, iniimbitahan po namin ang lahat ng mga kapatid dito sa Greater Toronto. We will also hold a Light of Salvation Appreciation Day. That will be at 5 p.m. at the Midtown Toronto Chapel. At kagaya rin na nabanggit ng KJC sa kanilang district, nagsagawa rin kami ng Binhi Forum. That was yesterday, April 5, 7 o'clock p.m. sa Toronto Chapel. Ayan. At if I can mention, KJC, since you also mentioned it earlier, local of Midtown Toronto will conduct Unity Games in the local congregation. From April 14, 21, and 28. A very exciting event. Sa lahat po ng mga aktibidad na ito, sa lahat ng mga kapatid dito sa Greater Toronto, we encourage everyone to invite friends and loved ones so that they can see the activeness sa atin pong distrito. Ayan. Back to you, KJC.
Thank you, Kuya Homer. Yes, syempre, pag sumasummer na, umiinit na, lumalabas na ang araw. At of course, we're going to have the Unity Games, Sports Fest, and those outdoor activities. Kuya Bexley, how about you in your district?
Yes, here in the District of Manitoba, we will also have, as mentioned, most of the districts will be having a Light of Salvation Appreciation Day, which will be held tomorrow at 3 p.m. at the Winnipeg South Chapel. As well, we will also be holding our biggest event that will happen for this month and of course the year as well. We'll be having a actual CWS Time to Draw Live activity, which will be held on April the 14th, next Sunday. And again, this will be again hosted by our none other than our brother there in Greater Toronto, Brother James Reyes. He'll be in town, and it's going to be very exciting because this is such a big activity, and it's been going on all throughout North America. And you've seen the response, and now we're inviting all of the District of Manitoba as well as the neighboring districts to come and join us on April the 14th. It'll be held at 5 p.m. at the Weston Auditorium, so hope to see you all there. As well as Jason mentioned, that the days are getting hotter and of course sunnier, so a lot of INC giving activities are being held as well. There will be a clothing drive that we'll be having, and a cleanup drive that will be happening very, very soon in this month of April. As well, that as well will be a CWS Unity Games that will be held in the long weekend of May as well. So as again, magpapainit-painit, a lot more activities are going to happen week after week, and it's just going to be very exciting. Back to you, Kuya JC.
Yan, thank you, Kuya, Kuya Bexley. And yes nga, pag umiinit talaga, everyone is excited. And who knows, yung Canada-wide regional Unity Games, magkikita-kita ulit tayo. We just need to wait for the final venue kung saan siya. Kasi po, Canada is so huge. So, before before we end the show, we would like to, hindi pa naman pala mag-end, we would like to introduce you to our second Christian music, our second music video po, which is Still Blessed.
Moments in your life where you stumble in the dark,
Ayan, thank you.
Galing! Bigla ko na-miss si Sam.
Pero yun nga, actually nakakatuwa talaga if you work with, I call them kids. Pero hindi na sila kids, mga binhian, kadiwa na sila. Pero sabi ko nga, it's like, the talent is there. Nakakatuwa if you see them, they're practicing, they're singing, nakaka-enjoy and nakakatuwa. Ayan. So, siguro, final question to each and one of us. Let's start with Kuya Homer. Kuya Homer, ano ang lagi mong, what is the usual things that you always tell, advise, or share sa mga siblings mo? As a kuya.
They always take care of your family. Yan ang number one, family. Yung nuclear family, your wife, your kids, if you do have kids. Unfortunately, unlike my brother Denny and brother Michael, wala pa kaming anak ni Ate Ivy, kaya we take care of ourselves. Pero, I'll also have a special mention to my brother Denny. He, especially now, nagmamature na kami. Siya ang most of the time na nagre-remind sa amin na, yun nga, family comes first. Ayan. At siyempre kabilang na dyan yung family natin sa loob ng ating mahal na iglesia. Ayan. Kayo naman ka, JC.
Siguro sa akin, yun nga. Kasi some of my kapatid ko is sa ministry. So talagang, a different way of advice than na always take care. There's way na Siguro share ko na lang sa anak ko. Kay Angelo, what I always tell to him is like, always love your brother or your siblings first. Kahit hindi na kami ni mama muna, unahin mo muna yung dalawa. Kasi parang it will add up to kunyari sa lahat ng pagkakataon, ingatan mo yung kapatid mo, take care of them, at saka yung always make sure na okay siya than you. Parang kasi being kuya is, there's that, parang sa akin, it's like being kuya is, there is a gap that doesn't divide you, but a gap that's like you still need to be responsible to them. Kahit hindi siya yung kahit any situations, anything, you're the kuya pa rin eh. You should be able to make sure to take care of it. Ayan. Kaya Ate Jonah naman, ikaw Ate Jonah, ano yung lagi mo nare-receive naman from your
Ako kasi yung tahimik sa amin eh. Yun daw ang that's my character sa buong family. So, like you, I guess sa mga anak, like what Kuya Homer said, family comes first. So, yun din yung turo ko dun sa dalawa. Sila yung magdadamayan lagi. Lagi sila magtutulungan, and especially when it comes to performing their duties. Yung alam mo yung iba yung you inspire each other sa pagtupad. Yun ang importante sa atin, sa loob ng iglesia. So yun, that's what I can share.
Tama. Kuya Bexley, ikaw, since i-rephrase ko yung tanong, ano yung mga advice naman na receive mo from your friends, people around you, regarding, ikaw, the only son?
I guess when it comes to giving advice, Kuya, what I can tell again the younger generation is again because with ones that have siblings is to always put family first, right? Being as well being the kuya, you always want to take care of the siblings. Again, you're not putting that fine line, but there has to be that line, what they call the invisible line, diba? When it comes to putting your foot down when it comes to situations where you need to be the kuya. But to give that advice is to always say that to always learn from your experiences, right? We always have that term as being older siblings or even older generation. We also have that term mas lalo sa mga matatanda when they tell you that term papunta ka lang pabalik na ako, 'di ba? You've always heard that term. And that's the same thing when I can share when it comes to the younger generation to never forget who you are, most especially that you're a member of the Church of Christ. Different situation, but as you get older, you tend to understand a lot more how important it is to become a member in the Church of Christ and always to uphold your membership, to always be prayerful. We've always been doing to remind them to make those sacrifices, especially us, right? We always want to put ourselves first sa mga younger generation because they're the future of the church. Sila mismo ang mag-guide sa buong church in the future, right? So we will have to be that prime example for them.
Exactly, Kuya Bex. Pero yan nga, we reach our time limit already. And I think we need to, we need to close the show. Anyway po, to everyone who listens, thank you very much po for giving us an hour of your time listening to us. And of course, we would like to thank our Kuya Tex po in the main studio. And thank you to Kuya Manly Andaya, our executive producer in the Americas.
Yes, and thank you also to our station manager, Ka Arnel Solano. And of course, thank you very much po to our SEBSI president and CFO coordinator, Ka Angelo Eranio Manag.
Most of all, we would like to thank our dearest and beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo.
Thank you for tuning into INCradio Canada. Merci d'avoir écouté INCradio Canada. Next up is our next program, Highlights.
Highlights.
Thank you. We'll see you next week.
See you.